Hey everybody! Cheers! And welcome to the holiday edition of Just the Sip, Tongasmic Wine Exploration and Adventure with me, Norma Normington, and
Mila White Raven.
Hey, cheers Mila! So we have such an incredible show today because for the first time ever, Just the Sip is going to showcase must-have for the holiday items for anyone, but especially wine and foodies.
Excellent.
Yeah, so you ready for this?
I sure am.
You know, we're not actresses here, so bear with us. This is gonna be a blast. We'll see you in just a few. Everybody, we are back and we've got the holiday edition. Mila, I am gonna start with this first gift for you. It is a Rabbit automatic electric corkscrew in a beautiful metallic blue.
Wow.
Open it up. Let me see what you think.
I've never used an electric corkscrew before.
You know, I haven't. I've seen friends do it, and I'm thinking to myself, because I'm not going to say it because they're friends, like, you're so lazy. But, you know, as I'm getting older, my hands are not as nimble.
Yeah.
It's getting a little bit more difficult to manipulate, and even though I do have a Rabbit automatic, I have a Rabbit manual corkscrew.
Yeah.
It does take a little bit of pressure and it takes a little bit to use. I used it on episode 1, if you remember. And no, I talked about it on episode 1. I didn't use it. But yeah, let's see how this works because I think we're both going to be impressed.
Okay.
So let's walk through it.
All right. It looks like there is a foil cutter at the top.
Okay.
That's pretty cool. Should we open this bottle?
Yeah, let's open that one.
Right.
Yeah. And these bottles that we have tonight on the table, this one is a Vino Nobile, like that, from Italia. So this is part of everybody, Molesini Wine Club.
So tell me about Molesini. Do they own their own wines?
No, you're not going to see Molesini on any of the labels. They have a wine shop in Cortona, Italy.
Okay.
And I was there this summer and I was so impressed. They take wines from all over Italy, north, south, coast, the boot, everywhere, right? Anywhere there's good wines, especially some that you can't find in the US, and they export it over for their wine club.
Wow, that's excellent. I love Italian wines.
I do too. Awesome. So let's open that up and see how it is. The wine club, if you're interested, I'm going to put another video on there. And Michaela, who works at the wine shop, is going to tell you a little bit more about Molesini Wine and Wine Club. And while you're opening that, I have a gift that I'm going to open from, in this nice little bag, that I'm a bag lady, right? From DelBrenna Jewelry. And no coincidence, they're also out of Cortona. And they have a store in Kansas City. And they have gifted me something. So while you're doing that, I'm going to open up this gift, which I am super excited about. Because if you've seen DelBrenna, well, you can take a look at my earrings. You may have seen these before on some of my shows.
This is amazing.
Oh, did you just put it down there? It's just opening. What? And wait, you didn't do anything.
No, look.
You put a little pressure on the top.
Just a little pressure to start it. That's incredible.
Wow.
That's the easiest bottle of wine I've ever opened, maybe except for screw tops.
Wow.
That was really cool.
That is really cool. Oh, look, it comes in its own little jewelry bag. And let's see what they've gifted me. Holy schmoly. All right. Now,
wow.
Yeah, that is something. This is a beautiful, uniquely linked chain in silver with this amazing pendant that has grapes on it.
Oh, wow.
In a green patina. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it is gorgeous. Wow. Holy cow. I'm going to try to put it on and wear it for the show.
Can you tell me more about DelBrenna?
Yeah, DelBrenna is so interesting. Oh my gosh. I almost forgot. I got this for you, and guess what? It's also from DelBrenna. Now look at that packaging. Wow. That packaging comes like that because it's crush proof, and you'll receive it in the mail. So you don't even I didn't even have to wrap this for you. I'm just gonna gift it to you.
That's beautiful.
And DelBrenna had these commissioned. So my gift to you, Mila.
Holy cow, these are gorgeous.
This is amazing.
Wow, this is my kind of gift.
Wow. Okay, so this is a normal wine glass, and that is DelBrenna. So how heavy is it though?
It's beautiful. It's not too heavy, but just enough that you know that it's made well. Yeah, I really like it.
You know what?
It's a perfect weight.
Let's dump these and get rid of it and pour some of our wine in it. You know, so the nice thing about, they call them wine goblets.
That
like
makes
that.
sense.
Yeah, I love that. And excuse me while I put these out of the way. Why don't you get my goblet out and let's get some of that nice Vino Nobile out. Wonderful, thank you.
Yeah.
So the great thing about these glasses, first of all, they say DelBrenna, Cortona, Tuscany, Italy on the glass themselves. Gorgeous, just gorgeous. So these are crystal, and they are manufactured up to a certain point. At the end, they will hand finish them. And so if you pour about 3 to 4 ounces in this glass, if you would do the honors, my dear.
Absolutely.
What is happening right now is that because the glass is constructed so well, it is automatically decanting it. And once you do this, because of the surface area on the glass, you have now gently and beautifully aerated it.
Wow.
So you don't need something that's gonna blow bubbles into it. You don't need anything else. This is a perfect pour and a perfect aeration.
Beautiful.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh, listen to that. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. And just getting that nice aroma from there.
Wine's delicious too.
Wow. Yeah, fantastic. Just amazing. So, you know, I have a decanter that I bought years ago, and I loved it because I love the sparkles. I think it's crystal, but here, check this out.
Holy cow. All right, that's heavy.
What do you think? It's like 7 pounds?
It's probably 5 to 7 pounds.
I think it's heavier than my cat.
Yeah.
Definitely. So if I was going to decant in that, it can get a little bit tricky, especially if I've already had some wine, and I'm trying to pour it in. And if you've seen other decanters, they're unwieldy. They may look pretty awesome, but they're unwieldy. But with these glasses, we don't even need a decanter. It's already decanting.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well,
right.
I'm impressed. These are beautiful, perfect weight.
Oh man, wonderful. Just wonderful. And it's going to just keep aerating because that surface area is so nice and gorgeous. And you know, we're going to get to this about like washing glasses, but look at this.
Wow.
I can fit my whole hand down there. So I could wash it by hand.
Yeah.
But these are dishwasher safe.
That's incredible.
I know. And when I put them in the dishwasher, if I'm worried about it, I can use these little doodads. Check this out. It's called Wine Wash. And these just go right on the stem. Bloop. I'm just going to, they're silicone, right? So they go right along the stem. And this other part fits into the dishwasher. So I would not wash it like this, but upside down. But obviously, we've got wine in it right now.
Yeah.
So I'm keeping my glass safe and my dishwasher safe, even though they are dishwasher safe, because from time to time, there's going to be other things jingling around in there, and especially if they're tipsy. Yeah. Have you ever had that? And when you put your wine glass in, and then it's like half full of like dishwasher water?
Yeah, I'm also always worried it's going to break.
Yeah.
By getting knocked over in the middle of the cycle.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So these are super easy. And you know, everything that I have that we're talking about is going to be on my website with a link. And oh my gosh, I'm so glad you reminded me. The link.
Yes.
Right. So go ahead.
I have a question for you.
Yes.
So we talked about this when you first started, and I asked you back then, but I'm going to ask you again about how you earn profits or how you make money to be able to fund the continuation of the show.
That is such a great question, because I said from the beginning, I am not in this to make money, and I'm not. But I've been self-financing this show, and I just can't keep it going out of my pocket. I am not independently wealthy, for better, for worse. I know, I know. And so, yes, I have partnered with these people and with Amazon. So I will be getting a commission, or as you would say, a kickback, But truly, if there's something you must have for the holidays, we're going to start with everything that we have here, starting with the very easy electric corkscrew.
Yeah, that was amazing.
This wine, these glasses, and then, all right, so what I learned in Italy is that you want to pair food with your wine. So I've had Chef Jeff put this together for me, and what I would hardly ever eat anything that's raw, especially beef, but because I trust where this beef comes from, Chef Jeff has arranged beef two ways. We have beef carpaccio, which is rare, and also steak tartare, also rare. So let's give something to try here. We've got the steak tartare on potato chips.
Okay.
Just to give it a little bit of crunch to it. So cheers.
Cheers.
Wow.
That's delicious.
Not difficult to make. You know, both of these are such elegant dishes, but the most important thing about this, obviously, is having that fresh beef that you know and trust. When you go to the store, do you know where your beef comes from?
No.
I know exactly where this beef comes from. My friend Linnea has a ranch, and it's called Podunk Ranch.
Okay.
And I happened to meet her like 2 years ago, and I said, Linnea, what makes your beef so different from everybody else? And she said, we treat it right. We don't give them antibiotics. We give them like grain and grass fed depending what time of the year. You know, when it's too hot, we'll take them up on the mountain. So there's a lot of work that goes with it, but the quality is definitely in the beef.
That's delicious. You need to try it with a sip of wine.
Oh,
it's incredible.
I've just been talking. So your turn.
All right. I love the fact that you know where the beef comes from. You know that it is non-hormonal.
Yes.
Natural, organic, if you will, in a way.
I've been calling it ranch to table.
Okay.
But I think the real term is farm to table. But truly, this is
it's really good.
We know exactly where this comes from. And I trust Linnea. And wow, the flavor really comes out. If you want high quality, superior tasting beef, get it from a small ranch.
Yeah.
And so let me talk about the best part, right? My partners outside of Amazon, and if I know that there's a sale coming up with Amazon, I'll let you guys know. So DelBrenna has exclusive discounts for just the SIP fans.
Wow.
If you use the link that I gave you, it'll take you to the website, but at the checkout, you have to put in a code, and it's Norma10, the number 10.
Okay.
10. Norma, no space, 10. They will take 10% off of these glasses. These glasses, as you saw in the box, come in a set of 2. They're normally $100, so that's $90 right there.
Okay.
Boom. And if you look, they're Magnum wine goblets, which Magnum is, I'm putting you on the spot.
Magnum's the giant wine bottle.
Yeah. 2 750 milliliter bottles.
Okay.
So 1.5 liters.
Okay.
Will literally fit into this wine goblet, but that's not what it's intended for. It is just intended for that small bit. So 10% off of that. Molesini, which also, if you'll taste this, has an olive oil club. So if you love Italian wine, you love, I'm not talking, look, olive oil. Yeah, I'm not talking this. I'm talking, this is my cooking olive oil.
Yeah, definitely.
I am talking about tasting olive oil. And before I went to Italy, I probably couldn't tell you the difference. But Italians love to drink and they love to savor their food. And that's when it really dawned on me. Well, a lot of Europeans. I shouldn't just say Italians, right? No, that's so ingrained into their culture.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so they now have an olive oil club, which you'll taste the difference because a lot of that is sprinkled onto this food as well. So go to Molesini and also try to keep it easy. Use the same code, Norma10, and they are giving away free gifts.
Okay.
Just with their wine. The olive oil club is brand new, so if you get something extra, that's special on them, but don't wait for it. And then also with the beef, Linnea's giving a 10% discount on the beef.
Wow.
Which, is cutting into her small production business profits. But to get you in and to try it. Now, this isn't just for the holidays either. Because somebody could be watching this must-have show, I don't know, and say Christmas in July. These codes are good year round and every time you order.
Wonderful.
Now, you'll only get free stuff with the Wine Club the first time you sign up for the Wine Club, just to be clear. But say you want to get some beef for the 4th of July, put in the code Norma10 and she'll give you that 10% discount. Now, having said that, Linnea doesn't have like a gigantic herd, right? So if you want to order, do it quickly because she only has so many cows that she uses during the year.
Right.
I mean, that's the way it works. It's not Costco, but it's also nice to know exactly where my beef's coming from.
Yeah. Can I go back to your Molesini olive oil club?
Oh, yeah.
Real fast.
100%.
So about 10 years ago, Jeff and I went to Italy and we did a wine tasting. We were in Siena. We did a wine tasting, and separate from that, we also did an olive oil tasting. Before that, I never knew that olive oil that there were different kinds of olive oil. The cooking that you mentioned, but the finishing olive oil is really, really special. And that's something that, quite frankly, I never knew. We don't see it much as Americans in our style of cooking. But as a foodie, it really does put the flavor over the top when you're cooking with it. A lot of recipes that we use, like soups, talk about a drizzle of olive oil at the end, and the flavor that will pop out from the product that you're making is absolutely incredible. So
Mila, I am so glad that you said that, because what we found out was they drizzle olive oil on their bread instead of butter.
yes,
And they said, they were asking, do you want butter? I'm like, no, I just want this olive oil.
yes,
Because you can't find this quality here. It's the same thing with the Italian wines. Yes, you can get imported Italian wines. No doubt about it, right? But can you get these that are specially curated that we know we can't find through any other importer in the U.S.?
yeah,
And the Wine Club is U.S., but they will ship for all my other fans throughout the world. They will ship worldwide. Might be a little pricey to go to Australia, but it's available.
yeah, and really worth it, at least for trying at the very least.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan, especially as you mentioned on bread, any kind of homemade bread. We love to make focaccia in my house. That was another addiction that we got from going to Italy, and it pairs wonderfully with the focaccia.
Right.
Yeah.
So let's transition into traveling then with wine. Can you get
Yes.
lovely Mila's gonna get it for us. So this looks like a regular suitcase. It's a hardshell. It's got wheels, handles, my name tags on it. Now this is gonna be a little awkward, right? I'm gonna put pictures up of this, but when you open it up, there's foam inside with pre-cut slats for wine glasses. Genius.
For wine bottles.
Sorry,
Yep.
for wine bottles.
Yeah.
Thank you. And you can fit 12, and I like this one because the suitcase itself is sturdy but light enough, whereas it's under 50 pounds. So I don't have to dork around with trying to figure out like, ooh, can I do this? And also, if I just get 6 bottles, I can take one side out and pack the rest of my stuff in there and know that my 6 bottles are going to be safe and not jangling around. It's a little bit pricey, but if you catch it right, like I think right now, which again, this is going to be taped, so there are always sales and discounts. And when I know I got this through Amazon, and you can also get this through Amazon, and there's other ones too, but I like this because I like having the full case, because a lot of wineries will give you a case discount.
Yeah.
So very practical. Matter of fact, I'm just getting my second one. Boom.
And one of the things that I got to see Norma traveling with this suitcase when we did our trip to California last month.
Okay.
And I am super impressed with the way that it packs.
Yeah.
Everything looks really, really nicely protected inside there. And with a case of wine or 12 wines in it, this suitcase weighs under 50 pounds.
That's right.
So you're within your regulations for flying. It has TSA approved locks on it, et cetera, et cetera. So
Yeah.
I bought one. I can't wait for it to arrive. I do a lot of travel And I always say I'm never going to buy wines when I go because we have plenty at home, but I always come home with a case or two. And so then I'm worried about how I'm going to ship it, if I can check it, if it's going to break while it's en route. And so I think this is a fantastic idea.
Yeah, in the past, I have had friends go buy rolls of bubble wrap and wrap it. And look, you can do that. But if it breaks, you're still going to have I can't tell you how many times I've been waiting for my luggage to come down and see dripping wine. Yeah. But what I also found, and at maybe a little bit better price for some people who can't afford maybe a couple $100, right, for that suitcase, is Wine Angel, will you be mine? So what you do is you put let's see, we have a wine bottle here, so another Italian wine. It is so easy. Oh, I've already sealed it. See how hard, once it's sealed, it's hard to get open. This is like everyone's nightmare. Like, don't have anything go wrong while you're taping it, right? So basically, you just put the wine bottle in the bubble wrap. Fits just nicely like that. And then you, almost like a Ziploc bag, you've got these 2 zips on the bottom. Make sure they're nice and closed right. And then you're going to wrap this up. There's your Velcro. So in the least likelihood it does break, that wine is now contained in this bag. Nice. So I like that as well if I'm not going to get a full case. And then I can wrap my clothes around there so it's not like jostling all over my bag. Yeah. And it works like a gem because I've used this as well.
I was going to say, you used these on your trip to California last as well, right?
Right, because, and you might remember this, there was one bottle that didn't fit. It had an elongated neck on the rosé. Yes. And so we did put them in here and it worked like a gem.
Beautiful.
Yeah, just like a gem. So that's another option if you don't want to spend a couple $100. But I tell you that it's a great investment.
Yeah.
And for as much wine as I get and bring back with me, because shipping to Alaska is not cheap and super sucks, bringing it back with me is the way to go. So check this out. I'm going to transition to a little levity. A good friend of mine, Mr. Dean, gave this to me. And it is called Are You My Wine? A flight of fun facts for adults. So it is a children's parody book exploring the world of wine by Reese Ling. Also on Amazon, links to that. I think it's under $10. It says it's $10 on the back. When Penguin finishes work for the day, he hurries off to the wine bar in search of his ideal wine. With help of Bunny, Cat, Wolf, Bear, and his other friends, Penguin samples and learns about the most popular wine varietals. Follow Penguin's journey in this delightfully illustrated spoof that simplifies and demystifies wine while teaching you tasting notes, food pairings, and other interesting fun facts. So nice little levity to de-stress and enjoy, have a great giggle. Perfect for anyone, right?
Yes.
I feel like we're forgetting something. What are we forgetting?
I just have to say it's dedicated to Pliny the Elder, the beer, which I love. So that's...
And Russian River?
That's nice. Yes, Russian River Valley.
Wonderful. So let's do a quick recap. I think we already kind of did, but let's run through it. We've got the Corkscrew, which comes in different colors. If you don't like that metallic navy blue, they have it in red, silver, gold. I don't know if the price is going to change on that, but whatever your preference is, or whoever you're gifting it to, right? So easy. You saw Mila use it, and it was put it on, boom.
You just push it down a little bit, and it starts it going.
Does its own thing. Bam.
The one thing I did have to do was hold the bottle while it did it, and it did everything else on its own.
My only question on this is, why didn't we get it sooner?
Seriously.
Oh my gosh.
Think of the broken corks in the past.
You're not kidding. Okay, and then we have these gorgeous wine goblets from DelBrenna. And not only are they giving, I don't know if I mentioned this, not only are they giving a 10% discount on their wine goblets, but their jewelry collection.
Really?
Except the 18K, all of their jewelry with the code NORMA10.
Wow.
10%.
And your earrings are from them, right?
That's right. That's right. So if you're thinking like, wow, I don't know somebody who likes wine, but I know somebody who likes jewelry, you could still use that NORMA10 code. Fantastic. The Molesini Wine Club, We've got that.
Yeah.
Again, they're going to give, and olive oil. They're going to give freebies for that. And then we've got all of our, let's see, we've got the wine.
The beef.
We've got the beef from Linnea, 10% discount. Thank you. Podunk's Ranch. The links will all be in here on the website, on social media. We've got the travel suitcase, Hardshell. We've got the travel bags. We've got the book.
Yeah.
I feel like we're ready for the holidays. These are must-have for the holidays, everybody. Trust me. You give any or some of these gifts to somebody who even remotely likes wine, they're going to be so happy.
Yeah, I think this goblet is life-changing.
Oh,
It's
I can't
wonderful.
go back.
Yeah.
I'm ruined in a good way.
Yeah.
I feel like
see the legs beautifully. It's really, really nice.
anytime I'm going to a wine tasting, I just kind of want to bring this and just be like,
I brought my own.
I have my own. And now I've got like my decanter and aerator
Yeah.
to go with it.
Amazing. And a lot of times people swirl just to open up their wines. I could see this being just a couple swirls, but really the shape itself will open up the wine. So
like I said,
this is
Sebastian
going on my
DelBrenna
list.
created this glass. He creates such beautiful artistry in his jewelry, and now he's got it in this wine glass. So
Fantastic.
cheers, Sebastian.
Cheers.
Hey, everybody. Thank you so much for watching this special edition of Just the Sip. Mila, couldn't have done it without you. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
Cheers, everybody. We'll see you in the new year.